Most examples of song in traditions of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples are believed to have come from the dreaming, or the dream time. The dream time refers to the land at the start of time, catalogued in mythology through Aboriginal culture. It's kept alive through storytelling and performance, and lines up with beliefs of origin of land and nature. Songs related to specific people or places in Aboriginal culture are owned by the ancestors of the song's original location. This gives the music diversity and perspective. According to Aboriginal culture, the dreaming or the dream time was the start of all time. Within it, it's believed that there was nothing but landscape. Nature took everything, the world was flat, and after a lot of time passed, a range of beings rose from the earth suddenly, possessing powers of influence over nature itself. These beings are commonly represented as animals native to Australia. In Aboriginal and Indigenous culture, it's believed that they were magical deities that could transform in and out of human and animal form. The ancestral beings or deities believed to be responsible for the caring of all Earth, as per Aboriginal culture, are typically represented as Australian animals. Examples include kangaroo, emu, wombat, snake, etc. The representation of each ancestral being is related to their animal in terms of location. For example, in Aboriginal culture, a land that has a lot of kangaroos would typically be associated with a land in which a kangaroo deity once lived. In the dreaming, it's believed that the kangaroo spent its life on the land, influenced nature, and populated the area with the animal form of themselves. This means that an Aboriginal people raised in a lifestyle of hunting kangaroo as the predominant source of food, in a land abundant with the animal kangaroo, would probably be a kangaroo tribe. A kangaroo tribe would take the animal kangaroo as their totem, and their specific tribal songs would feature verses that tell parts of the life story of the kangaroo in reference to their own land. Looking at the two video examples, we can see difference in form of dance. The hand and feet gestures are different, the pace is different, the general movement is different. Within the kangaroo dance, all the movements are lower to the ground, much like a kangaroo, and dancers can be seen hopping about. Their hands move to replicate kangaroo eating or cleaning itself, brushing its ears, displays of ears with the hand. Within the snake dance, it can be seen that there's smoother flow, and the arms often act as a head of a snake, leading the dancer forward. The pace is more consistent compared to the dance of the kangaroo, and the snake flows freely across the land. The movements in both dances show a difference of understanding in animal and of landscape. There are many variations of dance in Aboriginal culture, and it's important to understand the difference. Differing tribes may be of descent of the kangaroo in different locations, and therefore present differences in their tribe's version of the kangaroo dance. This is because performances of Aboriginal dance are a physical retelling of events experienced by the ancestral being. So kangaroo tribes may be found in vastly differing locations, and their dances may vary in presentation, but they both pay respect to the same animal, and are telling different events of the life of the same being, as it experienced it in their land. The playing of instruments in Aboriginal culture practice was typically used as an accompaniment to elements of singing and dance. Instruments were often used in a percussive sense, or to increase sound in the background. In reference to cultural event and ritual today in Australia, demonstrations of instrument within the musical traditions of Indigenous Australians are spread through performances and televised. Some instruments of traditional Aboriginal culture include the didgeridoo, a long hollow stick where sound was produced by breath. Continuous airflow was needed to keep the sound consistent, and it took a lot of skill to be able to play it. The gum leaf is a literal gum leaf, and people would place it between their lips, holding it tight with their mouth to produce sound. Ceremonial ritual in Aboriginal culture comes in the form of a corroboree. A corroboree consists of a series of performances in traditional dance, mime and storytelling, song, all relative to the mythology and beliefs of a specific tribe. There is no one way to perform a corroboree. They take many variations, they vary tribe to tribe, land to land, and purpose to purpose. These ceremonies take place towards empowering a hunt, wishing for health, the union of family, coming of age, and many, many other reasons. Aboriginal music is commonly and predominantly vocal, and the instruments are a background to it. The words and sounds expressed through voice are the driving force of the music. Typically, a singer would be the central lead in song, while an accompaniment group of singers would match their vocals in harmony, along with instruments and dance surrounding them. Aboriginal ceremonial songs are tools for the people in fostering and supporting long-term independent relationships between the environment, biota, and social groups. To quote Koch.